I just watched another horrible performance. Why is Mike Tomlin still the coach? Mike Tomlin needs to go. Russell Wilson needs to go. Even George Pickens, also, he needs to go. Why is this guy, Mike Tomlin, still the coach? How many more playoff games do they have to lose for them to fire him? This is ridiculous. It looked like the defense didn't want to tackle tonight. They didn't want to tackle Derrick Henry in that cold. They didn't look motivated, and they didn't look hungry to play for Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's there because he's the player's biggest cheerleader. He's the player's biggest fan. And so they should be playing hard for him. He lets them do whatever they want. He lets them get away with whatever they want. And instead, they showed how much they respect Mike Tomlin. And they showed that we don't care. We're going to get blown out. We're going to come out here looking stagnant. We're not going to get things going into the second half. And we don't want to tackle Derrick Henry today. That's not who we want to tackle. We'll decide, maybe next year. This guy needs to go, It's ridiculous. How many more years is this going to happen? The organization, they're telling the fans, we don't care about you guys. We don't care. And the performance that I saw tonight by the defense, that's not terrible towel. That's not, the old school Steeler defensive way. Nobody was out there. Somebody hit Derrick Henry, take him off his feet. Tell him, you're not doing this tonight. I don't care if it's cold. We're the Steelers. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're the hardest hitting team in the league. We're the most physical team in the league. That's the identity of the Steelers. So why did that not happen? Why did they not, the D-line, what happened tonight? What were you guys doing? Get off your blocks and hit Derrick Henry. The linebackers, they look scared to hit Derrick Henry. I know Derrick Henry's probably bigger than the linebackers. Then have bigger linebackers. Sell out to the run. You knew that you had to sell out to the run in this game. And what did you do? You let them have Derrick Henry have 100 yards rushing at half? It was so easy for him. It was so easy. He was getting whatever he wanted. Whatever he wanted. And the defensive guys look like, at halftime, when I seen Cam Hayward hurt and I seen how he was looking, I knew, they're in trouble. And then the offense, the defense got scored on, or they got to stop coming out of half. And the offense came and scored, made it cut the game 2 touchdowns. And then the defense didn't tackle and just allowed them to run right down their throats and score a touchdown. And it's like, what is this? Where is the pride? You're paying a lot of these guys all this money, and guys didn't look hungry tonight. Guys didn't look like they cared about winning the game. They looked, at halftime, the defense looked ready to go home. They weren't, because they were going to have to tackle Derrick Henry. So you don't want to do that. That's not something that you're signing up for. And then offensively, Russell Wilson, why is he on the team? Why is he on the team? He has his moments where he has nice deep balls and they look pretty. And yeah, he's a decent quarterback. He's probably a good quarterback, but he's not going to win you playoff games. He's not going to win you a championship. So don't put him in. What are you wasting your time? He's super old. He's about to retire soon and you're wasting your time. He tries to play like he's still young and he can, move around and scramble around and get it done. No, you can't. You need to change your playing style. So they put in Justin Fields for one play. I don't know if he's the answer either, but I would have rather tried him than Russell Wilson at this point. It's like, you're going up against a defense that can contain you. And honestly, this is not even the best Ravens defense. The Ravens, this is one of the worst Ravens defenses in the last 20 years. They're not that special. And tonight they were making them look special. Come on, get it together. And then George Pickens, when he had the most obvious push off in history, right in front of the ref, he decides to just push the receiver with both hands. That killed a lot of momentum. And why do that? Maybe a one hand, they would have not called it. You did 2 hands. You really probably didn't even really need to do that. Russ had threw a good ball to where he got it around the defender, it looked like. So why push him? Why do that? That's the stuff that Mike Tomlin allows. And you know what he did after that? He rewarded him and threw him the ball more. And yeah, he was making the plays. But it goes to show Mike Tomlin never disciplines these guys. You mess up on a big play, you get a penalty, you get a pat on the back. Good job. Good job. You know, it's ridiculous at this point. And if he still has a job on Monday, man, the fans are going to go crazy. The fans are going to go crazy if he still has a job on Monday, because he doesn't deserve to have a job anymore. He keeps losing and losing and losing. And I seen some people comment on my other video, and they said that Mike Tomlin was a Hall of Fame coach and that I was a hater and that he's won all these years straight. Those people are delusional. Where are you at now, the Tomlin defenders? Where are you guys at? I want to hear from you guys in the comments, the Tomlin defenders, that how can y'all say that this guy's a good coach? We all know he took Bill Cowher's roster to win the championship. What has he done with his own rosters besides create chaos? He creates chaos. He had an all-time great quarterback in Big Ben. Didn't win anything with him. Had an all-time great, another top 10 receiver in Antonio Brown. Didn't win anything with him. Just created chaos. TJ Watt, an all-time top 10 defensive end. He's not going to win anything with him. He's wasted that man's career. He needs to apologize to that man. He's wasted his career away. It's like, it's hard for me to even be upset at the players because I knew how they felt, you know. The season's going down bad, and that's how Mike Tomlin's seasons go, you know. They go down bad, and then you lose in the playoffs early. The last 5 times you've lost in the playoffs now. 6 times. What player's going to believe in that coach? What player's going to believe in that system? What player's going to believe in a coach that allows guys to be late, guys to, you know, go on video in the locker room? Huh? They don't respect him, so fire him. It's time. I know, oh, well, Art Rooney, I only had 3 coaches in 85 years or 65 years, whatever it is. So we can't do that because we're the Steelers. We hang on to our coaches. Yeah. Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher won championships, or they competed for, you know, conference championships. They didn't lose in the first round. And I don't remember all this drama on their team. Where is a Hines Ward for the team? Where is the defensive players, a James Harrison, a Troy Polamalu? Where are these guys? I'm not seeing them anymore. And there should be some guys like this. It's just the coach. He doesn't get the best out of players. The roster is talented. It's the coach. You know, I see a talented roster. I see a team that, hey, you go out and get a Mike Vrabel. You could probably turn this around and find a quarterback, because I don't think Russell Wilson's the answer. He's too old. He can't move. Find a quarterback, get Mike Vrabel, you know, you got a good run game, get a little couple pieces on the offensive line, you know, draft some defenders, and hey, you could compete if you get rid of Mike Tomlin. But if you keep Mike Tomlin, we know what's going to happen. He's going to find a way to make the playoffs. That's what he does. He finds a way to just be good enough. So find a way to make the playoffs, and you'll lose again in the first round. And y'all lost to the Ravens. Like, that hurts even more. They're in the division, you know. You already have to play them twice a year. Now 3 times, and you lost again. That just extra sting. And on a cold night. I don't know. I just feel bad for the fans that they have to endure this, and that the owner is just so, I don't know. He's just so delusional that he can't see that Mike Tomlin's the problem. There's one common denominator with the Steelers teams the last 10, 15 years where they've struggled, and it's Mike Tomlin. You can't blame AB anymore. You can't blame Big Ben. You can't blame George Pickens. George Pickens ain't been there all those years. AB's been gone. Big Ben's been gone. Juju's been gone. Who else? Santonio Holmes been gone. There's a number of Deontay Johnson's been gone. Who you gonna blame now? There's one man that needs to look in the mirror, and that's Mike Tomlin. But he knows he ain't going to get fired, so he's going to smile back at the mirror. But Art Rooney needs to look at himself and say, I need to fire this coach because I want to win championships. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. We compete for championships. We don't compete. You're acting like the Cowboys now. You win. You have a good regular season. You win one playoff game every couple years, every 10 years, and that's amazing. That's not the Steelers standard. You have the best fan base, to me, in the NFL. The best fan base that travels, the strongest fan base. They have a standard of winning. They want to see wins. But all right, guys, let me know. You think Mike Tomlin will get fired finally on Monday? I doubt it, but let me know if you think he will or not. All right, guys, it's Bias Sports. I'm out.